Welcome to Exact Training. This lesson will cover the Planner tab in the Part Master. During this lesson, you will learn what is included on the Planner tab and how to add a new part. Let's get started learning about adding a new part in the Planner tab of the Part Master. From the System Manager, choose the Engineering tab. Then select the Bill of Materials module. Choose the Activity menu and select Part Master from the list. When the Part Master window opens, select the Planner tab. The Planner tab is used to enter and review part information that is used by MRP and shop floor modules. New parts may also be added here. When order quantities are added, such as average, min, max, multiple, then MRP will plan according to these quantities. If you know the part ID that you'd like to use, or it is a new part, manually enter it here. If you are modifying an already existing part, double-click to view the browser window. When the Part Master browser window opens, you may click the Search button, and the browser window will now display the part IDs that are already entered. You may use the down arrow at the right side of the window to scroll through the list. When you find the part you'd like to use, double-click to choose it. The Description field. These are two 50-character fields in which you can further describe a part ID. Description 1 is printed on all of the reports and displayed on all of the screens. Description 2 can be unloaded by using the Unload Part data. It is displayed on selected screens and printed on some reports. The Planner ID field is displayed in the Part Master on the Planner tab and the Master tab. It shows up to 3 alphanumeric characters that represent a planner who is responsible for planning a selected part. A Planner ID may be associated with a part using the Part Master or with a manufacturing order using either Shop Order Maintenance, MRP Detail, or Order Navigation. The Buyer ID field is on the Part Master's Planner tab and Master tab. It displays the name or identifying number of the individual who is responsible for purchasing this part. If you know the Buyer ID you'd like to use, manually enter it here, or else double-click and choose one from the browser. When the browser window appears, click the Search button to see a list of all existing IDs. Scroll down the list, and when you find an ID you'd like to use, double-click to enter it on the Planner tab. In the Lead Time section, we will enter the manufactured or purchase part lead time. The manufactured lead time is made up of plan time, which is the amount of time it takes to plan to release the order, and build lead time, the amount of time it takes to build the part, and stock lead time, the amount of time from manufacturing completion until it is on the shelf and ready for use. Entering days in these fields will then roll up to the total manufacturing lead time. The purchasing lead time works the same way. The lead time is a total of the planning time, the amount of time it takes to release the purchase order, the buying time, the amount of time it takes the vendor to get it to you, and the stocking time, which is the amount of time it takes from the time it hits your dock until it is ready for use. We will also tell Max what the average, minimum, maximum, and multiple order quantities that MRP should plan for. If we want MRP to move supply orders for this part based on current demand, we will leave the Firm Plan box unchecked. If we do not want MRP to move the order based on supply and demand levels, but just tell us it needs to be moved, check this box. When a new order for this part is created, it will default to the firm plan selection. It can be manually changed on the order at a later time if you wish. The order policy setting determines what logic MRP uses when calculating order quantities for new orders to be placed for this part. MRP only calculates order quantities for those parts with a part type code of A, B, or S. No other parts are affected by the MRP explosion program. Valid order policy codes include L, lot for lot, which is the default, P for periodic, O for order, W for weekly, and D for discrete. For more in-depth information on how the order policies function, please review the Bill of Materials User Guide. Reorder point is a value associated with a part ID that specifies an inventory level below which inventory for that part must be restocked. A reorder point value should be assigned to all part IDs with part type code A and B that have an order policy of R. Also C, D, X, and Y. Reorder point values must be entered using the Bill of Materials unit of measure. Reorder quantity is the quantity that should be reordered. Safety stock is a quantity of inventory kept on hand for unplanned usage such as scrap, breakage, changes in demand, or delivery variations. Quantities should be in the Bill of Materials unit of measure. This field shows the current alternate BOM that the system will use when running MRP and creating manufacturing orders for this part. It will override the standard BOM for every planned order or manually created shop order when this field is populated. This field also appears on the Alternate Process tab, but it is read-only there. The information is entered here on the Planner tab. See the Alternate Process tab for more information on using alternates. If you know the code you'd like to use or to create a new code, manually enter it here. To see a list of already existing codes, double-click to open the Alternate BOM Code Browser window. Click the Search button to search for available codes. You may also enter an alternate routing code in this Planner tab. This field shows the current alternate routing the system will use when running creating manufacturing orders for this part. It will override the standard engineering routing for every planned order or manually created shop order when this field is populated. This is the tab where the alternate routing is entered, but it can be seen in a read-only way on the Alternate Process tab. See the Alternate Process tab for more information on using alternates. Let's look at the Schedule tag. This flag determines which type of scheduling logic MAX will use when rescheduling orders. Valid options include Q for current standard queue scheduling logic, and R for routing logic based on standard runtime. During this lesson, you have seen which fields are included on the Planner tab of the Part Master and how to enter a new part. Thank you for taking part in Exact Training.